Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. In today's video, we are going to be looking into the energies for the upcoming week. And as always, you have three piles in front of you. Please make sure to take your time when it comes to selecting your pile, and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that are coming forth for you for the upcoming week. Now, as always, I will arrange all of your cards first, and then we'll get on with the rest of our reading. Alright, so as I begin this video, the very first thing that I find here is you're almost reinventing yourself, okay? So if you are currently dissatisfied with certain aspects of yourself, or you are dissatisfied with a few decisions that you've taken, I see you guys changing that, okay? This is almost like a rebirth, because in a way there is one part of your life which is like nearing completion, like you've done all you can and you're moving on to something else. But one thing that I really want to highlight here is this week you're going to be feeling very much in control no matter what you're doing. Like you are very particular about the decisions you take. You know whatever you are doing is right for you, and you are going to be moving in that direction in a very, very clear manner. Of course, I also see you putting in a lot of effort towards your work. Like you could actually become like a workaholic, like you really want to get better at things, you focus on things. In certain cases, this can actually be, meeting people who will sort of help you out with learning things. So this can be like a mentor at work. This can be somebody who has a lot more knowledge about certain subject matters than what you do. But overall, money is taking your focus here as well. So there is a possibility this week that you could take some major decision relating to money. So this can be in the form of having like a bank account, making some investments. That is also possible. But again, for some people this can be in terms of looking out for a new house, something you want to invest in, or for a couple of you may be deciding about which school to go into, like picking up options when it comes to your studies. Also an excellent week when it comes to buying a vehicle. But there is a great amount of clarity coming through, and I also see you becoming very clear when it comes to your speech, okay? So you're not going to be dilly-dallying at all. If somebody is asking you about something, you're just going to give them a straight answer whether they like it or not. So because of this, in the previous times, if you are like, you put the other person in front of you, this week what you want, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to say is very much on the front line here. But I also see you balancing a lot of things this week, like you're probably balancing work, you're balancing your home situation, you're balancing two jobs. But there is this balancing factor, two things together, doing two things is also very much on the cards for you. But once again, it is very likely to be a super busy week for you, okay? One reminder that is coming forth for you is take time to breathe out. So if you are this week like go, you have a lot of things on your schedule, there is a lot you want to do, and you slightly struggle with balancing it, please make sure to schedule those little breaks, and in fact take time out to enjoy yourself is also something that is coming forth for you. But one thing that I really want to highlight here is this week, pay attention to who you share valuable information with. Don't overshare is something that is coming forth for you, because you also have the card of envy showing up. So there is a possibility there is somebody in your life who you share things or knowledge freely with, and this person actually has sort of envy for you, and almost envy for the kind of person you are. That is what is coming through for you as well. One more thing, this is an excellent week when it comes to money as well. So for a couple of you won't really have to struggle with money, but I see you also spending a lot of money, especially towards luxuries. So that is a tendency you are going to be having. In some cases, I also see you like doing something for yourself, like buying clothes that you really, really want to buy, or doing something to your appearance. Getting sort of a makeover is also a possibility for a couple of you, because in a way this is like the completion of something and the beginning of something else entirely. But this is a reinvention of everything you stand for. But whatever it is, you are doing this because you want to do it, is also what is coming forth for you. Now what I'll do is I'll just take 2 cards this time for what you need to surrender this week. Yeah. Now, surrender to play, yes, makes sense. Like I told you, you have a lot on your plate when it comes to this week. You're really focusing on your work, you're managing too many things. So take time to breathe out and take time to play. But again, there is a different dimension to this, that there is a possibility you may be overthinking this week. Okay, so overthinking is never fun. So whenever you feel like you are like pushing yourself too much, take a step back and make some time for play is something that you need to be very, very conscious about. And one more I'll be giving you so that we can get a much more clear idea and just see if something else wants to come up. Yes, surrender your fear of change. Like I told you at the very beginning, because of the Phoenix card showing up, this is like rising from your ashes. So this week is almost a week that will bring up a lot of changes from you, almost inside out is what is coming. So if there are some parts of you that are still afraid to make that change, then this is a good opportunity to remind yourself that this change is for your highest good. Okay, so whether this is you walking away from a job situation that doesn't feel right to you, or this is moving away from like a relationship, that is also very much possible because of the completion of one aspect. Don't be afraid of it, because whatever changes are coming forth, they will just ensure that you're reaching the next level of success for yourself, because you're doing all of this consciously is what is coming forth for you. And one more thing I have to tell you, you need to have a lot more faith in yourself, because I believe a lack of faith not in yourself, but a lack of faith in the divine is what is coming forth. So if you feel like you're controlling everything, you have to understand that there is a power slightly greater than you who has a lot more control over your situation than what you do. But I feel like you're very confident. There is a great deal of clarity around you this week is what I see for you. I'm going to give you your numbers for this week. You have number 18. You have a number 30, 44. Once again, it's an angel number. So, oh, look at that. You have 77 as well. So, whatever changes you're making, they are divinely guided. Look at this. 44, 77, 88. Definitely, you are... Oh my God, you guys are on a roll. 33, number 1. Again, you're getting very clear about what you want to say and you're saying it out loud, all right? So there is also a possibility of you going on a vacation or connecting with friends. But this week, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a magical week for you. So whatever is changing, it's changing for the best. Okay, I'll give you your letters. You have U, V. Of course, if you're spending time outdoors, please make sure you're wearing your sunscreen and protecting yourself. So you have on. So yeah, then you have the C, you have M, you have R, you have N, you have T, you have S, you have O. You have a blank tile, so you can use it to fill some things up. You have R, I. Again, you have an R. You have a Y. You have an R again. You have an O and you have an E. Alright. Oh, you have sun here. Spending time in the sun is something that I would really like to recommend. So maybe you need that extra sunshine in order to feel better. So that is also an option. So whenever you want to take a breath out, just make sure you're going in nature, because I feel like nature is going to make you feel so much better. Now I'm also getting like a river. Is that a river? R-I-V-E. are. Go with the flow is another message that is coming forth here, because of change. Surrender the fear of change. So just see where this change is taking you, because I do believe this is going to be a blessed change for you. So this could be actually a change when it comes to your regular routine. This can actually be a change in terms of your hobbies, or maybe you are changing your diet, but there is some change that is coming which will actually help you become the most authentic version of yourself. So please come and tell me, what is it that changed? Because it's like a divinely orchestrated change, because this is the first time in all the time that I've used numbers and you had these many angel numbers. So it's basically the divine playing out in its best form. Let it happen. Go with the flow is what I'm going to tell you. But overall, this is your reading for the upcoming week. I will leave you here and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then this is what's coming up for you in the upcoming week. I'll arrange all of your cards first. So I believe pile 2, this week you are going to be feeling very passionate, you're going to be feeling very creative, you are going to be feeling like you are in control of the world and there is nothing that you cannot do, okay? Because the vibe that I overall get here is a very expansive kind of a vibe, alright? So again, there is a possibility that you may travel this week, or you may hear something via communication, like this could be an email, this could be a letter, but some form of communication is definitely going to be there, and this is like making you feel really happy, okay? But once again, there is this aspect of building up on something. So what may happen is, pile 2, you guys are very intelligent. Like there is a lot that you've already done, but you are almost building up on things. Like you have something in mind, like you have a goal in mind, and this week you are almost sitting down and putting one brick after another when it comes to things. Also, this is going to be a week where you will work with a lot of people, so collaborative projects, team projects are very much on the cards. So this is also like people who have different kind of expertise coming together, like the minds will blend and you will come to a conclusion about what the best way to move forward is. But again, there is this aspect of believing that anything is possible, and this week you are almost stepping in the leadership position, like you are very brave, you're feeling very bold, and that is almost hinted here by the leadership card. So you are almost taking initiative to make things happen. So in fact, this is going to be an excellent week if you want to start something, like if you want to start a new project, if you want to start job hunting, or if you want to start apartment hunting. Great week, because you are just in this progressive state, you are in the state of expansion. Again, financially, this is an excellent week. In fact, this is a week where you may actually receive like a raise, or you may realize that you actually hold significant amount of money. So certain decisions around money is also very much possible. But once again, one card that stands out is belief in the impossible, okay? So since you're feeling very brave, since you're feeling like there's nothing you cannot do, maybe make some decisions that normally you would not do. Like excellent week to take a risk. But once again, there is this other aspect of you which is feeling very emotional. This is you like looking at your past and thinking about good old days. So maybe you may connect with family this week, you may connect with old friends, and you may feel like nothing's really changed in a way, the way it happens when we meet our best friends. Like even if we meet people from school, things never change, but yet so much has changed. That is the kind of emotion I'm getting. But you may come across old writing, like notebooks, diaries, all of those things, because that emotional feeling, like emotional overwhelm in a way, is almost present there in your reading as well. But one thing that is really highlighted here is the door to romance card, and when it is coupled with that emotional aspect, so revisiting your past, connecting with somebody you've previously dated or previously been in a relationship, or going through those memories again is also possible. But this is not so that you remain stuck there. This is because you want to end it and move into a different phase is also coming forward. But again, for people who are in committed relationship, you may actually spend some time with your loved ones, connecting with them and feeling really, really good. Okay, so that is what is coming through for you. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you 2 cards from what you need to surrender. So this week, surrender to your full power. Yes, that makes sense, because like I said, this week you are like really starting to get into the leadership position. So you are being asked to surrender to your full power. You know, life is like calling to you to be bold, like I said, you know, initially. So quit playing small. So really makes sense with the rest of the cards. Okay, this one wants to come out. Wow. Surrender to miracles and believe in the impossible. So maybe something that you've previously not believed in, you need to start believing here. You know, if you've given up on love, maybe it's time to start believing again. Or if you feel like, you know, a certain project has sort of reached a stalemate, maybe trust in miracles and miracles may happen. You know, you need to do one thing, that if you have any resistance inside you, you may want to release that resistance, you know, and that trust needs to be really, really there. Now I'm going to give you numbers for this week. You have 27, you have 22, angel number 88. Like I said, financially a very good week, expansive week. Again, you know, look at multiple options when it comes to decision making, very much on the cards. Number 33, again, you're communicating very clearly, but you're communicating very positively is also coming forth for you. And like I said, you may be receiving some kind of a news. So yeah, let's take a look at your numbers. You have C, R, G, you have P, I again, A, E, B, you have A, bag, getting a new bag possibly, or packing your bags to go on a holiday. That is possible as well. F, A, and you have N, fan. So maybe you have a secret admirer and the door to romance. Okay, very much a possibility. A car, you have a car. So, you know, if you want to look into buying a new vehicle, so maybe that is possible for you as well this week. Care, please take time to take care of yourself. Again, lot of words coming out today, but overall you have a blank tile as well. Okay, so lot of things can actually work out from, you know, your letters for this week, so pay attention to that. But overall, that is your reading, and surrender to your full power. You're feeling strong and confident. Bravo, pile 2, bravo. I'll leave you here with my very best wishes, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that are coming forth for you from your upcoming week. Okay, so you have devil. That's interesting. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, this looks good. First of all, I have to tell you, pile number 3, if there's something that you've been struggling with emotionally, or if there's something that you've been struggling with, especially in relation to your health, things are going to start getting better here, okay? But one thing I really need to tell you, if there is a compulsive habit that you formed, then this week you really need to find a way to get rid of that. So this could be spending excessive time online, this could be spending excessive time accessive Instagram, doing something compulsively, smoking, this could be drinking. Be slightly careful about that, because this week you could actually go a little bit overboard, or sugar addiction very much on the cards. But whatever it is that you're addicted to, please find a way to resolve that, okay? That is what is coming through here. But once again, let me tell you, whenever it comes to things about your family, when it comes to things about your personal relationships, things look good. Again, emotional healing is coming through, domestic healing is very much there. So healing of emotions with family is very much on the cards. But one thing that is interesting here is there is something that you're wondering about, like, should I do this, should I do that? Like, you are in two minds about something, but you need to finally make a choice about it. And if I have to give you a hint, do something that is traditionally done, do something that you've always done, because the results that you then get will just be right. And once again, if you are prone to taking shortcuts, then this is not a week to do that. Okay, take the long way, take the right way, to the traditional way of doing things. Once again, you're going to be very much connected to your spirit guides this week. You are going to be taking part in meditative activities, or just sitting with yourself feeling really good. Again, this is going to be an excellent week if you want to pay attention to learning. So if you really want to sit down and grasp certain material, then this is an excellent way to do that. But once again, there is this aspect of feeling dissatisfied about something, especially dissatisfied with the progress that you've done. But you need to understand, you need to be slightly more patient with yourself, because whatever you're working with, it is going to bear fruit, but it will take some time. Okay, but once again, this is a week where you need to show the world the real you. So especially if you have certain feelings towards somebody that you feel you need to voice, or if you feel like you're keeping some aspects of yourself hidden, it is time to come out and speak your truth. Okay, so please don't keep things hidden for this week. It's time to be you and be brave is what is coming through for you. But once again, it is a good week for matters of the heart. So for a couple of you, there is a possibility of getting into a commitment, especially a long-term commitment is on the card. So you may just feel like the person you are with is the person that you want to commit with for the rest of your life. All right, but again, there is a possibility of entering into contracts for something long-term. Now long-term, I mean like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. So dealing with a house project, dealing with money is especially on the cards for you. But once again, spirituality is going to gain a lot of prominence for you this week, especially stilling your mind. So maybe you will take part in activities like Reiki, you may take part in activities like meditation, yoga practice. Stilling your mind very much on the cards for you. So healing, resolution of situations happening this week. What do you need to surrender? Okay, so for you, what is keeping you attached is unhealthy relationship. In some cases, this can be unhealthy way of attaching yourself to people. If you are unable to let people go from your life, especially toxic people, it is time for you to start doing that. Okay, and stop being available to people all the time. You need to ensure that you're maintaining firm boundaries around yourself and being in touch more with people who bring you joy, who spark happiness in your life, rather than people who keep making you sad. Okay, so for you, what you need to surrender is unhealthy relationships. So that is the devil card right there for you. And you have two more for you. I'm going to take both of them. Surrender frustration. So yes, like I said, if you're finding things difficult, if you feel like there's something that you're working towards and it's not happening, please surrender the frustration, because whatever it is, whatever block that you're currently facing, it will dissolve and you will be able to meet your target, but it may still take a little bit of time. So please be patient. Whatever is meant to be is going to be. And once again, surrender to receiving support and love. So if you are people who always want to do everything on your own, it is time for you to open your heart to receiving love and support. Okay, so domestic harmony once again plays very, very strong. If people around you want to support you, want to love you, let them love you. So you need to remove those blocks around you that stop you from accepting their love. Once again, you need to also take care of yourself is what is coming forth. Okay, so once again, please pay attention to what time you're waking up in the morning, what time you're going to bed, whatever your eating habits are, because I have a feeling those things need attention as well. Yeah, please take time to meditate this week, because that's going to be very important for you. Yeah, in order to ground your energies is what is coming forth for you. From your numbers, you have 55, you have 66. I love that. You're going to be feeling more adventurous also, so you may want to explore newer dimensions, but please ensure you're not really risking too much, because it's a week to play it safe and play by the rules. Yeah, so you have L, A, B, you have O, you have an O again, you have an E, you have an I, G, V, I, you have an A, you have an O, E, you have an R, blank tile. So see if you find your initials here, or if you find some words, let me know what you find. V, and you have view. Once again, exposure to sunlight is going to be important. Maybe you are going to be doing that, but please use sunscreen. It's a repeated message, so please ensure you're taking care of this, because your skin needs that attention as well. See, your skin needs sun, but it needs that extra layer of protection is what is coming through for you. Yeah, anything else I find? No, I think that's about it from my end. I'm really bad with letters, you know that, but you guys are really good. So yeah, overall that is your reading for the upcoming week. You are healing, but still give yourself time and release those habits that are not serving you. Overall, that is your reading for your upcoming week. I wish you the very best, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.